Game Beard.
Okay, welcome to a new Game Beard series where I paint a miniature. I'm painting Conan. This is from this great new series. Well, it's actually an older series, the Monolith Board Game, but recently, I don't know, a few months ago, actually it's been more than a few months, but anyways, they had their latest Kickstarter. So it's Monolith, the board game, and the miniatures are great. The game is fun. It's really good. I highly recommend it. They are going to have an online store soon, so I assume that you will be able to buy this. Usually you can find the original box set. You can find those floating around. It's like $100, but you can also eventually, hopefully they'll sell all their expansions because the expansions are great. So this is Conan the Pirate from the latest expansion. I forget what it's called. The latest Kickstarter. I forget. If I remember, I'll mention it. And I need to paint Conan. I need to paint a couple other characters for a campaign I'm going to play. Now, what did I do? You can see that I've already started. I have the underpainting in place for this miniature. But what did I do just to, tell you in case you're dying to know? I use this primer. This is a Krylon camouflage. It's like a dark brown. This is awesome. It's flat. It works really well, and it has a good nozzle. This nozzle tends to work a little better than those Rust-Oleum ones. So really well done, Krylon, and not too bad. I like this series. It's hard to come by, but I believe I picked this up at Lowe's. This is an older can, but I picked up a new can of it recently. So that's that. So I sprayed them like this brown, and then dark brown. And then what I did was I dry brushed the figure this color. It's just like a light brown. So what is this? This is leather brown. This is Reaper. So I don't know, it kind of looks like that. All right. And then I dry brushed a little bit of Menoth highlight. So here's Menoth highlight. Menoth white highlight. That's my go-to. And I just dry brushed a little bit. So it kind of creates a lighting effect, right? And upon this lighting effect, I'm going to not completely wash, but I'm going to water down my paints so that they blend in with the existing shading. If I want a higher, more contrasty underpainting, I probably should have spray painted this figure like a black. But I like the brown, and I'm going to kind of use it for part of his skin. Like I'm going to loosely wash his skin, so it's already kind of looking like a tanned skin, so it looks pretty good. So that's why I didn't use totally black. But there it is. I also did the same with, I have some other figures prepped. This guy, what is this? I can't even say his name. I just sprayed him gray, and then I dry brushed him a pure white actually. And then here's the thief figure, and same thing. I underpainted her the same as Conan. So if all goes well, they'll have their own videos. Now, I want to start off by showing you a mistake that I made. It's not really a mistake, but it's something I need to fix. And what happens is when these miniatures are tiny and it's difficult to see when it's all gray, the plastic, and sometimes it is difficult to see mold lines. And so what happened was I tried to clean them up. But then after you primer and dry brush, I actually found some extra mold lines that I didn't really see. So there's one right here on the back of his arm, and to be honest, it looks pretty big on this camera, but when it's on the table, you don't even see it anymore when it's away. But it's enough where it kind of looks like a vein, which is kind of cool. Oh, there you can really see it underneath his arm. But it's enough where I'm gonna fix it. And let's see, do I have a little bit here? Let's see. That's not as egregious. Alright. There was a little bit here. I'm talking too much. I should get to painting. Just fast forward through all this. Alright. Anyways, I'm going to fix it. So, and you're like, oh, Dave, I can't believe you're going to fix it. You already painted it. You already primered it. Yeah, I'm just going to fix it anyways. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's better to fix it than to have a stupid mold line. Now, I'm going to try not to get rid of all the paint. I'll just paint over it. So I give you permission to do something like this. You're like, oh, well, I guess I just got to leave that mold line because I painted it. No, you can fix it. Gosh, did I get it? I think I did. I don't want to do it too much. I'm going to use, I got this itty bitty sandpaper. This is Testers. They sell little packs, and they have different grits. I'm just gonna sand this guy. Yeah. Oh gosh, look, there's a little bit right here. You can't even see this when he's on the table, but since I'm doing it, just clean that up. Okay. That's pretty good. Now, the fact that I rubbed away the primer and the paint, yeah, it's just the plastic now. Yeah, that's not going to hold a wash. Like, the wash will just kind of repel against that. So I'm either A, going to paint it again, or B, just wash it and dry brush it and stuff anyways, and eventually it'll turn out okay. I give you permission to do stuff like that. It's okay. Eventually it'll get painted over. Notice I got the stand. I remember in an earlier video I mocked painters for having these little base things. And I noticed in some of my videos all you see is my thumbs, and it gets ridiculous after a while. So I broke down, and this is actually a little jar, but I painted it. So it looks pretty good. So I mean you still might see fingers and digits, but not as much. And this looks pretty good. Okay, let's start painting. So let's see. What am I going to do first? I don't know. Pants. Oh, you know, I always like to do the, here. We'll do the sword. So we'll just, oh, yes, I will do this first. So I got my trusty, just going to get a little bit of that. You can't see my paint palette. I may or may not use my, I'll just leave this here. My wet palette, we'll find out. I'm gonna get the Kolinsky. All right, so I'm just gonna paint this thing. Oop. So let's see. Now, normally, I paint these all in like I have those other two characters, and it's killing me. Normally, if I'm doing silver on him, I'll do silver on my other characters too, just to save time, and it is killing me. It's going to take longer for me to paint these individually for your benefit than what I would normally paint. So, oh my gosh. There's like a weird, it's funny, I never noticed that. Can you see it? Yeah, look at that. Look at that little mold. Oh, that's funny. I think I'm going to leave it. Okay. See any other silver on him? He's got little bits of silver. Let's see. Can I do it with the Kolinsky? Let's find out. I should probably go to a smaller brush, but I'm kind of lazy here. You're gonna see a lot of that. Let's see. I have his little reference card behind me. It's out of focus for you, but yeah. Oh, it's cool. This little part's metal. Alright. I'm going to paint these silver. Oh, I got a little on skin. Whoops. And then I'll go back. It looks like they're kind of like a copper. Oh, what's this? This one's different. It's different from the... Oh, that's kind of interesting. Okay. The reference is different. So this looks, I think this is like a leather. Let's see, but it looks like these might be metal bits in the Gauntlet. So I'm just gonna get some, can you even see that? No, you can't see that. Whatever. Okay. Let's go brown. I'm going to go, let's see. It's kind of a reddish brown. I love reddish brown. So I'm going to do it. Get a little bit. This is it. I'm using, my paints are mainly Privateer Press. And I have some of these Reaper. And I got these old Cote d'Arms, which are basically the old, they're just generic. I think they used to supply old GW. But I like them because I like these containers. They have problems. They crack and stuff. Like the lids, like you can see it. Here's a crack. Nope. Wow. Whatever. Anyways, they're not perfect. But what do I care? I like them better than there. So my paint's watered down. I like them better than GW. GW is good paint, but like I hate their pots. So what can I say? But here since my brown is watered down, you can see some of those highlights kind of seeping through, and it looks real nice. Now, eventually, it's not perfect. Oh, is that part of his boot? Oh, that's his boot. I painted his boot there. Yeah, whatever. Just paint over it. It's gonna take forever if I don't stop talking. I guess I gotta talk a little bit. But you can see how nice it is. That underpainting is real nice. I mean, it really works. It's pretty sweet. These miniatures are a little smaller too. So they're easier to paint, and they're a little more accepting of dry brushing, and like you can get a good result from dry brushing these guys and doing underpainting and washes. Like it works pretty good. Like this would be much easier to paint than a character for, Warhammer. Okay, let's see here. Did I get it all? Yeah. Okay. He's got a sash. Okay, check. Like this is supposed to be brown. Can you see it? Oh. This is supposed to be brown here. So, it's so tiny, it's almost like maybe a wash at the end. Okay, I think I got it. Okay. Let's go dark brown. I got dark brown. Cool. Again, this is a Reaper. I probably mentioned in an earlier video, like, I wouldn't normally have bought these Reaper paints, but I needed free shipping. And so I just got a bunch of browns. I'm like, oh, they got 1 million browns. I need 1 million browns. Okay, so I'm painting the boot. Let's see here. Probably not going to see that very well. Again, it's just a wash. I'm holding it up. Let's see here. But that underpainting is really nice. I got to paint the top of the boots, kind of fold it over. These are so cool. The Kickstarter was okay, like there are some problems, but I think there's all kinds of problems with Kickstarters lately, and they had some shipping problems. Like it was pretty funny. They had a hard time getting a boat, and then they're like, oh yeah, we might have to charge you more, but oh, we're so kind to you, we're not going to charge you like way more money for shipping. It's like, wow, thanks. But anyway, so they didn't charge more shipping. It was kind of annoying though. It's like, wow. Okay, painted those boots, kind of hard to see. And then I did have a problem with one of my miniatures. One of my miniatures it was missing a piece. It was like missing his arms. But finally, oh, that should have been silver. Finally, they sent me a new one. And it wasn't Monolith that sent it. It was like the distributor. I think it was Fun Again. And I've heard horror stories about them. But in their defense, they shipped out I finally got it. It took a while, but I got it. So I'm like, oh, cool. In the meantime, though, I was so concerned about it, I sculpted like the arms, and I didn't like it. I mean, it was okay. No, it was okay. But I was like, man, I really just want the plastic. But like I said, luckily they did send me a new one, and I was pretty happy about it. Okay, I'm gonna paint this gauntlet. Oh yeah, it's kind of like a leather. Got that silver there. Okay, so now I got to decide all these little grips, and let's see. This is gonna be this dark. Probably should have done skin first. The thing is, I like this color for skin, so I'm just gonna probably put washes and dry brushing over it. Oh gosh. Gosh, remember that line? You can't really even see it now. What? So weird. It's so tiny. I mean, that camera really kind of exposes all this stuff. Okay, that looks pretty good. Oh yeah, I'll do a different. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna do a different color for the belts. Sure, I got a different color. It's only slightly different, but why not? I got all my browns out. See, I don't like this one. It's not as dark. I think I need to go for a smaller brush now. What's this? This is Reaper 0. Okay. Oh, dang it. Okay, so this is going to be the belt. Can you even see that? Yeah. That's too much there. Like blobbed on. There we go. Alright. It looks like I should have painted that silver. And just go back and paint that stuff. This sword, I'll have this lighter brown. Oh, well, it's hard to... Yeah, this would be brown right here. It's just a little tip. I want his... Yeah, okay. Like, that should be silver. I missed all these silver parts. Okay, that looks pretty good. There's not a lot to paint on this dude. Oh, he's got these belts. Here's a belt. Oh, wrong one. Here's a belt. Similar to his pants. That was part of a sash. Oops. This looks like a belt. Alright. So the question is... Okay, I'm going back. So I missed some spots. So I got silver. All my silver dried. You're kidding me. Okay, we're going silver. Dude. You're Dave, use your wet palette now. I'm fine. Okay, so let's see. I think oh gosh, I'm forgetting all kinds of things. So silver. You see that? Yeah. Barely. This thing needs to be silver, but it's gonna mix in with my brown. Oh, I didn't. Good. These little bits are so tiny. You know, that underpainting really helped this process. I don't know, it looks pretty good. If you're like a beginner painter, man, like it looks pretty good. Look at those pants. I don't know. I mean, they could have more highlights, but considering I just threw a wash on, not bad. Okay, this thing needs to be silver. Okay, don't forget to paint stuff. Oh my gosh, I gotta mix. It's not all watery. I want it to be watery. Okay, good enough. Let's see. Now I'm tempted just to paint this silver too. And then I'll go back with like a gold wash, or yeah, it'll be like a gold, or just a different metal, not silver for this part. All right. Okay, I'm forgetting stuff though. Luckily, so this should probably be this darker brown, I guess, or should it be that? Should it be that silver? It's okay. Oh, I'm building up. I mean, it's just another coat, but I'm I'm kind of filling in. I talked about filling in a little bit. I'm not totally filling in yet, but I'm filling in a little bit, and it kind of is creating that. That looks kind of nice. Oh, this is what I want it to be. That I want this scabbard to be that darker brown too. Again, I'm trying not to get right on the edge, so I still kind of have that little bit of a highlight. Maybe I'll put a little bit over here. So using that underpainting highlight, there it is. Not bad. Maybe fill in a little bit here. Yeah. That needs a wash. That's silver. It's like, whoa, it's just silver. You see, this is a darker brown. Let me see if I can paint these shadows a little bit. Yeah, I should probably do this later, though, after I... See, the nice thing about painting little figures like this is it's like a push and pull. Like, I'm gonna throw in these, or at least for me, right? I'm gonna paint in these shadows, but then they might get lost a little bit because I am gonna dry brush a little bit. Maybe put a little bit darker in here. But then I'll just paint it back in. So you lose them, paint it back in, lose them, paint it back in, until it looks pretty good. Like, oh, but that's so, like, you're wasting your time. Not really. Not really. You have to kind of train yourself to allow that. Here's another thing. Okay, oh, I did paint that. See, I don't like these belts. These belts don't look good when they need to be this darker brown, so I'm just going to do it. I wanted to get a different color in there. These belts. Oh. Here, I'm just going to add a little bit of this dark. I'm going to keep that red-brown. Like this. I think this is part of the belt. Soon that's all going to be obliterated with dry brushing. Okay, now let's see. He's got a cool sash, and it's like a cool color. Oh, this is it. Oh, I want it to be more orangey. And this isn't very... what do I got? Ooh, I'll do this one. Let's see if this works. Okay. I don't know. What is this? Leather brown? Oh, this is coat d'arms. This is old school. So whatever this color is in modern... Yeah, look at that. Yummy. It's like an ochre. Actually, it's more of like a warm... It's like a warm ochre, which is even better. Here, I don't even know if I want to use this. Let's see. I'm going to use my Psycho because it's more of like a middle brush. Let's see if I can use a Psycho. Okay, so he's got sash. Yeah, it's okay. It's working for a middle brush. This color is too opaque. It's not good. I totally watered it down too. He's got a little bit over here. And then he's got, I think this is part of that sash. I think it's this. Yeah, I figured that would be out of camera. So it's too opaque. It's okay. It's gonna. It's just it'll be dry brushed and washed. All right. Not bad. Not bad. I want his boots to be darker. You know what I'll do is I will fill in with some black when I paint his hair. Oh, I gotta paint his jacket, or whatever, his vest. That's really cool. But it's a beautiful color. Let's see if I can, I don't know, I have any good equivalents? It's like this nice green. Oh, this, it's not that. I could mix my colors. Mix. Let's see here, I got, oh gosh, it's messy. Oh man, look at that. Okay. Got a little bit of green. I don't know what to, there's a blob here. Okay. That's going away. I need a little bit of this turquoise. Let's see. Brush is too wet. Can you believe that? A little bit of turquoise. I'm gonna mix it. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay, here we go. I guess I'm using the Psycho. Got to get the Psycho. This is definitely, that's like a big blobby thing for my non-detailed Psycho brush. Yeah, that's a good use of this Psycho brush. Okay, here we go. Let's see if this works. Oh my gosh, stupid! What a piece of crap, dude! It's all really. It's like all. It's like all splayed out. Dude, this brush is gonna get the boot. Yeah, looks nice. Okay, bye-bye, Psycho. You suck. You're the sucko. Let's see. I guess I'm going for. This. It's like a 0. Yeah. This miniature is so tiny. You can warrant using these tiny little brushes to paint them in. Again, I watered my paint, so it's kind of blending in with those kind of beiges and the browns, and it looks really good. Makes it look more natural, looks slightly dirty. Yeah. Yeah, that underpainting is really saving me here, so I can't stress it enough how effective that was. Like, these paints just go on really wet. Is that in camera? They go on wet, and they're blending in with that underpainting, and it looks really good. A lot of times the underpainting goes away, but it's working. Not bad. Yeah, I love that green. Or it's like a blue-green. Let's see here, did I get it all? It's totally drying on my palette. Like, Dave, use your wet palette. Oh, okay. Fine. I might on my highlighting. Let's see. Alright. Look, this big blob, what was like a big blob of brown on this sword? We'll fix that. Okay, so let's see. I guess am I doing skin? I think I'm doing skin. So let's see. What do we have? I got washes for skin. Let's see. Which one do I want? I think I want a red, which I believe is. You know what I can do? They got a flesh wash. This is Army Painter. Flesh wash. They got all kinds of cool washes. But, yeah, that's pretty red. Okay, so let's get it. Oop, wow, that's one drip, and it's like way more than... Oh, dang. Way more than I need. I don't know about that. Here, I can use this. I can use the Psycho like practically like a washy brush. So I'm just gonna... Okay, let's see here. Let's see how well this works. Let's see how well or... Dude, not well this works. Oh, yeah. You can't even see it. Yeah, that's good. Skin's getting redder. Yeah. Again, it's kind of mixing. Gosh, dude, it's such a tiny little figure. It's hilarious. I got a little too much there. I'm like literally have to wipe off this stuff from my brush. Because it's like just way too much. I can sop it up. I can soak, with my brush and then push it around. But man. Alright. Hmm. I don't know. So far so good, I guess. Okay, I need black. Okay, this light's not gonna work there. Okay, black. Again, I'm just using Private Press. What is it? It's Thamar. Oh my gosh, where is it? Oh, is it already out? Here it is. Okay. I'm gonna put it behind. No, I'm not. I'm gonna put it right here. Okay. Man, that Psycho, what a piece of crap. Army Painter, send me a brush that works. So I stop dissing you on your crappy brushes. What's this? Is this an Army Painter? That was a Reaper. Reaper, you're the best. Send me brushes because I love you. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to... again, the black is watered down. There's lots of highlights in his hair. He almost looks blonde, like a platinum blonde right now. Let's see. I probably could have used a bigger brush. But I'm just going for it. So I'm just going to paint it. Just going to wash on this hair. Paint's really... But see... But you can see those highlights from the underpainting. They're showing through, right? It's like, wow. It's like magic, yeah. And there's other methods to paint. But for me, this makes it a lot more fun for me to paint. Like, you get quicker... results, you can work with it, you can fix your mistakes. This guy's got a lot of hair. Alright. The sad thing is I'm still going to dry brush this. But maybe I don't need to dry brush it too much. See, that's the problem is when you dry brush afterwards, it does kind of obliterate a lot of stuff. So I'm going to be super careful and when I do it, and I barely do it. Some places need it more than others, like that green. Kind of needs it. Well, yeah, I got to be real careful when I do it. This is a Reaper Zero brush. Oh yeah, not bad. Okay. Such a cool miniature. Yeah, supposedly Monolith, they're like, yeah, we're going to do another Conan Kickstarter. It's like, man, I don't know. Can I just buy it in your online store? I mean, I'm tired of, like, Kickstarter is so, what's the word? Hard to predict. Like how, especially with the global economy all in shambles. Okay, I'm going to, let's see if I can really water down some of this black. And I'm going to fill in some of his boots because I want him to be dark brown. The problem is the black will overpower that brown, but maybe not too much. I'm really watering down my brush. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's working. Okay, can you even see it? No, because it's like this. I don't know what to tell you. Let's see. I gotta do this. I guess I need to raise my camera. Maybe in the next video I'll raise it a little bit. So oh my gosh, you couldn't see it. Okay, so I'm filling in this watered down black to kind of create some worn shadow effects on this boot. Yeah. Let's see here. Like basically painting in those shadows. Now it was almost too watery. Dude. It was too watery, so I have to do it again. I'm like, oh, is that okay? Yeah. I'm like, oh, but you have to paint it again? What a hack. No. You just do it again. Push and pull. That's a hard lesson to learn for a new painter or a new person. It's a hard lesson for me to learn. Like, oh, should I read? Like, you know, when you know you have to redo something, but you don't want to, and you're just tempted just to leave it. That's a hard lesson to learn, to find, like, I guess I got to change it. It's a hard lesson to learn. You just gotta do it. You just gotta fix it. It's like a total bummer. It's almost a little too much. See if I can But that's another nice thing about these washes. Well, it's not a wash. I mean, it's like, well, kind of. It's like a watered down paint. Acrylic is kind of like a wash. But you build it up. And so certain areas you need to build it up a little more. Some areas you don't. I don't know if I'm digging this. It's so hard for you to see on that camera. I'm literally painting in those shadows. It's okay. I want to fill in. I want this to be a little darker. You're like, how do you blend? You smudge it. That's not very good, Dave. It's fine. The problem is it makes it look kind of steppy. Like there's steps. So I got like dark, medium, light. But from a distance, well, in the distance it's out of focus, right? But from a distance, it's good enough. I mean, there are fancy ways to blend, but I don't like, oh my gosh. It's like, see, I'm doing all the, I almost don't want to do the dry brushing now because I'm painting in all my shadows and they look pretty good. Let's see here. His face is okay. His face is tiny. It's so small. Fill in here. I could use a micron. This was fun. I hope you liked it. It's hard for me to show you. I can't look at my camera all the time. My camera's my monitor's to the side of me, so it's hard for me to make sure that you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, so you can't see what I'm doing. I'll have to do something on the next video. It's gonna be better. I'll do something with this camera. It'll be a little higher, I think, because I like to tilt. I like to tilt my. Okay. I think I'm going to do a little bit of a wash. Let's see, I got an armor wash. I could use this watered down black. It's so watered down. Normally I would be lazy and I would do that. But just for kicks, oh man, this armor wash is really low. Let's see. I got the Privateer Press armor wash. I like their armor washes. I got them all. They're fun. They work pretty good. I don't know how popular War Machine is. I hope they don't like lose their shirts because I want them to always make their paints. I'm not super interested in War Machine. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but like I think it's because I played like Warhammer and stuff. So it's like I don't want another one. It's like too much. Let's see. But I hope they don't go out of business because I really like their paints. I mean, there's a lot of good paints out there. So I don't know. Normally I like to use like a brown ink instead of a black, like a gray. Gray's boring. It's like it's all puddling in the middle of his sword. Let's see. Gosh, there's that weird line there. Heck, it's weird. Oh, that's from. I must have brushed it earlier. It's like a brown. It's like painted. Here. See, that's kind of extreme. Let's do it. It's like all. See, again, look at that. It's like, that's no good. I want that right there. There. That's okay. All right. I got to let him dry so I can dry brush him a little bit. Let's see. This guy, he didn't... To get those basic colors down, yeah, I can't believe... He's so tiny, though. That's the problem. He's small. This has to dry. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause this video and do a part 2. Okay, we're back. So my model is dried. I increased the height of my camera, so hopefully you'll be see a little better. And I pushed him closer. Let's find out. Now, this is the part where I totally mess up my paint job. You can see how beautiful he looks. I'm going to try not to mess it up, but we're going to find out. And I'm going to dry brush. I'm going to add those highlights back. Then I'm going to fill in. Okay, so here we go. Normally I wet the brush and then dry it. The problem is you can't get it completely dry. It's kind of risky just to get paint directly on your brush. It can dry. But since I'm going to dry brush very little, I'm just going to do this. Let's find out. Let's see if this works. Here we go. Not bad. Not bad. Trying to be like super careful. I'm gonna get a little on his boots. Oh yeah, that worked. Whoop, a little too much. I even get a little on the sword, even though the sword's metal. Okay. Not bad. Back of his boots. Oh, I got it. Yeah, see that little S there? That was happy accident. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, not bad. Oh, yeah. These little miniatures are great for very lightly dusting. I guess I'm dusting it, not really dry brushing it. Get a little side here. Kind of stoked. But see now I can't stop now. This is where, oh my gosh, I can't stop doing it now. This is where I'm gonna start messing up. I'm gonna get a little on the sword, yeah, a little on this edge. You're like, why are you doing white on the sword? It all blends together. Let's see here, a little bit more. A little too much on his hair, but no. Yeah, see now his hair is looking kind of gray. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's good. These miniatures are tiny. It looks huge on that. I want to get underneath that. Yeah. Not bad. I'm kind of stoked. Okay. Okay. I gotta paint the base. I guess I could paint the ship. No, I'm not gonna paint the base yet. So he's looking okay. I still need to do some highlights. I need to add some different colors in there, but and fill in. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do all 3 of them at the same time, and then I'll cut it back in with this video, so you'll see. Anyway, so far so good. I'm going to pause the video and then get to the next step. Okay, it's time to finish up Conan, and I'm also going to be painting the other 2 and then splicing them in together with the other videos, mainly because when I mix a little bit of paint in a wash, it's easier just to paint all 3 at the same time, and that's what I'm going to do. Now Conan, he looks good, but his skin is too dark, so I want to add some colors back into his skin. I'm mainly going to, and kind of focus on it. I'm mainly going to use, what is this, Midland flesh, a little bit of Rin flesh, and then I got this crazy, what is this, bronzed, OG bronzed flesh from Games Workshop. All right, here we go. I got my little brush. Let's see what I can do here. Zenobia really needs it. She needs some different colors. I'm going to start with this more reddish color, and man, is this hard to see. He is such a tiny... I'm going to start on the back in case I mess up. Let's see here. I got too much paint on. Let's see. Oh, I guess I got to get him closer here. All right. Just going to add some of this back in. I'd like it to be a little wetter. Let me see, I can get my brush a little wetter. Okay. Get a little more water in. Mixed a little more water in. I want this to flow a little better. Let's see, I can barely see this. Oh, that looks terrible. Okay, let's see if I can just blend it. Yeah. Too much. I'm going to try to blend it. What I really want to do is get his neck. Okay. Arm. He's muscular, so I almost paint the brush strokes like, oh my, wow, way too much. But you can paint them like, oh, I got too much. You can see this is a fine science here. I was like way too much on that shoulder. Let's see here, let's see what I can do. But almost like sketch those lines in. Kind of making some mistakes. I can always go back with a wash, kind of darken it, and then add the highlights again. See, it's like too much. See, that's too much. I want to be more subtle. I want to dry brush onto his hand. Let's see if I can do this. Little. Okay. It's got fingers here. Okay. Back of his hand looks kind of dark here. Not bad. Paint's drying in my brush. Wow. Let's see. How's it look on the camera? Blend some of this highlight stuff in. Let's see. Camera. Camera's in the way. For your sake. Oh, got it. Okay. Let's see. All right. A little bit. So I'm kind of trying to blend these highlights in. Carefully, as best I can. Give it a little bit of depth. And trying not to do too much. I got a small, tiny brush. This is what, a 0, 0, 0. I'm going to leave that. Remember that flaw there? I'm kind of starting to paint over it a little. You don't notice it as much. Okay, now I got to go to his face. Oh, yeah. I can't even see. Oh, look at that. Too much. It's like blob. Let me see if I can wipe it away. It went into the cracks. Well, okay. I'm going to get my brush wet. Let me see what I can do on his face here. You know, if I make mistakes, I just got to go back and fix them. Okay, this is where I really can't even see. Okay, so we got a highlight here. Got to get some paint. Probably too much now. Yep, too much. Nose. Chin. Not bad. I'm going to put some highlights on his chest here. As small as I can. Oh, not bad, not bad. Okay, so I got it. They look kind of big on that camera, but from a distance, they'll look fine. Okay, good, 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 good. And then maybe a little bit here. Okay. Okay, looks good. I need a highlight here. He looks okay. Paint's drying in my brush. Okay, let's see. I'm going to try to dry brush his knuckles. Let's see here. With this highlight color. I don't know. I think I got it. Not much. It's okay. Let me try to blend this a little more. Ho ho ho, not good. But some lighter colors. I need a little more. I'm going to highlight. I'm going to add some of the same pink into his hair. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So now it's time maybe back to washes. Let's see what I got here. I got Conan. I want to add maybe some wash in there. I want to add a little bit of color to his lip, maybe. Let's see. In fact, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to add this. And it's dry. Oh no, maybe it'll be enough. Oh, I think that kind of worked. Okay, so now I need a little bit of wash. So let's see here. I want to start off subtly. So I'm going to use just the flesh wash from Privateer. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to put a dot right here. Oh boy, that was like 2 dots. That's why I do all 3 at the same time. Okay, I'm going to get my small brush. I'm going to kick her off the base. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see if anything will happen with this. I'm going to start on the back in case it doesn't look good. Oh yeah, not bad. Yeah, I'm just going to paint this stuff on. I'm trying to make those striations in his muscles. Yeah, kind of. Okay, so let's see. I gotta go over his shoulder. It was like too much. Now there's none. Okay, got his lips. You can barely see it. You can barely see those colors. Let's see. Support Game Gear so I can get better cameras. Okay. Let's go to the back. Okay, not bad. His face is kind of small. I gotta get rid of that. Here, before I switch over, I'm getting... It looked like it was like this color. It's kind of like a dark color. So let's get a little bit of that in there. I gotta clean this up. It's just too big of a muscle. Okay. I guess that's okay. It looks like now I made it too small, but let's see. I'm gonna leave it. And that paint is already dry. Okay. Not bad, not bad. A little dark in some areas. Okay. Brown. His skin. See, his skin is already pretty brown. I know, just can't stop. It's almost like I added too much red here now. Just some highlights will good. Okay, I think he's good. Okay. I'm gonna add some shadows in here. So it's pretty flat. It looks okay. Just gonna paint them in. Oh, so it's too dark. So I'm gonna blend it, smudge it. Oof. And then go over it again. I guess it's okay. It's too brown and dark. See, what I want is, I want that to blend. Let's see if I can blend it. Yeah, it's using a bunch of little strokes. Yeah, a little bit of shadow under his hair. Ooh, got a little on his hair. Let's see here. I get those little hash marks, but from a distance they'll blend together. Okay, that looks okay. He's got some more, I guess my trick was I wanted it to be transparent. I wanted this brown to be transparent, so it kind of blended in with the green, so that I didn't have to mix like a green to go in there. And I think it's working okay. And then it's kind of, so it's kind of lighter. So now I can make a little darker by just going over this again, just a little, yeah. And then a little darker here too. There. So I kind of built, so I had a couple, so I got like a couple values in there. I got, I kind of blended the first one as kind of a lighter value, or a lighter shadow, and that's the final shadow. So yeah, not bad. Let's see, does he need any up here? Oh yeah, he does. So let's see, let's try it. Here, it's like, boy. Tell me that's not drying on my brush. I want it to be shadowy. There. Nice. Okay. It's okay. Okay. I can use this right here. Maybe put a little bit of shadows. Oh, that's too much. Okay, so I'm gonna try to blend it. Yeah, okay. Maybe a little right here. Okay. Oh, speaking of which, I'm just gonna use this in here. Okay, I could have used a different color, but okay, that's not bad. I need some black. You know what? Okay, he's okay. I want it to be, let's see, I don't want it to be too wet because the wet palette's wet. I'm just going to scoop out some paint, put it onto my wet palette. Okay, let's see if this works. I need to go for my itty bitty brush. What is this? This is the 5-0. 5-0, here we go. I'm going to wet it. Okay, we're going to start with Conan. Oh. See if it works. Can't even see. I'm going to start on the back in case I mess up. Oh, that's pretty bright. Okay, I'm going to his face. It's already drying. It's already drying in my brush. Wow. Okay. It's summer. Okay, here we go. Oh, barely. Trying to keep my brush in one direction, so that's too much paint. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna dry the brush and I'm gonna rub it against his hair. I'm hoping to get some stripes. Nope, didn't get any. Let's try again. Got a couple. Okay, it's good enough. Okay, so I need some highlights here. Let's see, little dots. Okay, good, good. I want a big highlight on the sword. Okay, check. You want to kind of pick out parts that are the most noticeable. Usually it's his face and upper body, so I'm going to add a couple highlights here. Technically, you know, you'd be like, oh, shouldn't you get like a green, like a light green? Yeah, but it's easier. Like, that's what I'm saying. I use that off-white Menoff highlight, and I can like, it kind of feels like a light color, and then I can kind of use it for everything. Oh man, that was way too much. I'll have to go back with a marker and fix that. I want to have a highlight here. Let's see if I can not mess it up. Oh, oh, I was able to wipe it away. Okay. And then his pants wouldn't be that reflective, but oh, let's see, I want to put a highlight here. Oh, my goodness. I think I was able to wipe away some of that. Okay. I need some other muscles. Oh, too much. Here. Just gonna make this one a little bigger. Okay. Oh, that's too big. Okay. I'm not digging. I'm not digging it. Let's see. He needs a bigger highlight here. Not digging. Okay. Now, let's see. Oh, his boots. Now his boots are really low, but they're so interesting. I definitely want to add some highlights to his boots. Let's see. I like to get a couple highlights on his pants here, without messing it up. They would not be very highlight. You know, they wouldn't have a lot of highlights because they're kind of like soft, not very shiny. But it would be nice to get a couple in there. That one was too big. Okay, that's as far as I'm going there. But the boots are a little more shinier, so we can kind of go and have fun. Yeah, and then let's see. I'm just going to add those, on those creases, I'm going to add those little highlights. And they would be like a shiny white. Oh, it looks like you might have like a steel, no, it doesn't have a steel toe. brushes. Paint's drying in my brush. Again. Wet your brush often. Okay, let's see here. I want this to be up the biggest highlight on his toe. Okay, got it. Yeah. So that's looking good compared to the other one. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Let's go back over here. I got a bunch of paint on my brush, so I'm going to start with the highlight on his big toe. Then I'm going to go back and just kind of press some of these. Okay, and then, I don't know. I got to fix up some of this stuff. He's got, I'm not going to do that. Oh, I'm going to add some highlights back here. So tiny. Okay. I guess it pays just to get this little brush. It's too much. Dang it. Okay, oh, I'm going to add a couple highlights to his boots in the back. Mainly just the main ones, because this is the back. Okay. Oh, knuckles? I gotta get his knuckles. Too much. Okay, well, since I have him on the base, and I have my wet palette, I'm gonna put this highlight away, and I'm gonna try to fill in some of those mistakes. See what I can do with his hair. I'm gonna paint back those striations back in his hair, or whatever, the separation. Now it's kind of dry, it doesn't look so bad. I think that helps. Okay, that worked. And then let's see, what else do I need? His boots. Let's see, these were kind of okay. I'm not gonna mess with those. He's got some kind of weird, it's like wrapped here. Let me see if I can add some. That's not working. Okay, let's go to the back. This is where it kind of messed up. So let's see. I'm gonna add some black back into his, into some of his boot areas, shadows. Especially like under his pants, there'd be like a shadow. Let's see. I think it's okay. Okay. I'm gonna try this. Tighten that up. I did. I'm gonna add some. Oh, I don't know how effective that was. It looks like wood grain, so I'm gonna go with it. Wood grain. Okay. Okay. And then let's see. I got that brown. Let's see. Oh, the skin. I gotta do the skin real quick. So his shoulder is too highlighty. So let's see. Yeah, it looks like a weird. Let's see what I can do here. Kind of blend this middle value back in. Well, I guess that's okay. And it's kind of weird how there's this like white highlight on top. So I'm gonna add a little bit of this peach. I think that helped. He's got a big highlight here. I'm going to kind of go alongside of it and fill in. Yeah. And then it's also kind of weird. It's got this big highlight. Oh, I got it. I think I got it. Okay, not bad. Over here, yeah, way too much white. So, I mean, push and pull, you know? You're going to keep painting until add the highlight, paint over the highlight, put it back. That's okay. These guys are pretty tiny. Oh, I did too much. I want to wipe it away. I think that kind of helped. These guys are small, so whatever I do it's probably going to be pretty good. And you're definitely not, if I play a game, you're not going to see these on camera. I can barely see them when they're across the table, so they'll be okay. Yeah, I think you're pretty good. Let's see. There's a couple. Oh, I got it on those pants. Okay, here we go. So remember, I'm like, yeah, I want some highlights on the pants, and I made them too big. Yeah, like right there. Yeah, look at that one. Okay, let's see if I can tighten it up. Yeah, it doesn't look terrible. Let's see. There, got it. And then let's see. You're like, what'd you do? Didn't even see it. Yeah, I know. Just tighten up those lines. I guess that's pretty good. So is he done? Maybe. Let's see. I painted the base in between somewhere so that the boots would separate. He's looking pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. He looks pretty good. Conan or Zenobia, because they're like kind of my favorites. Let's see. I could do something with his sword. Maybe I'll just leave it that way for now. Oh, was I going to do gold on his sword? Let's see. It's not gold in the picture, but you know what? I want to. I'll just do it off camera. So I'll add a little bit of a wash into that. I'm wondering though if I just do some brown. Let's see. And it's going to make it look coppery. Maybe that's enough. That's why I love these. Gotta get these microns. You don't have microns? Go get them. These are 0.5. They got brown. They have a gray. I don't have the gray. I'm like, oh, I should get the gray. That's the only one I don't have is the gray. And I at first was like, why would you ever want to use gray? That's just like it's like an impotent black. But then it's like, oh wait, like on white or it's hard to get it in here. Oh, and he's got this bracelet too. Oh yeah, I need a little bit of copper or gold, but this brown can do. I'm gonna start with this brown. Then I can come back and oh yeah, I got this too. There's like a little bolt. Like I'll take my brown and I'll go around it. Maybe just put a little bit of brown there, like it's rusty. Okay. Oh look, here, brown. Like stop it, Dave. You're using brown for everything. That didn't look as good. But you won't notice it from a distance. Okay, so let's see. Oh man, I can't stop. I told you. It's got a little bit of... Yeah. Here, let's go over here. Okay. He's getting there. Yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit of gold, maybe a slight gold wash. Yeah, I think he's good here. Yeah. Okay, so that's Conan. Not bad. Not bad for the tabletop. Looks good. Didn't take too long, considering. Okay, he's cool.